Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday the 20th of August. So looking at euro dollar, and we saw a follow through on Thursday and Friday of that reversal. It's got the potential of a little bit more of a retrace where we're sitting at the moment. I'm just looking at the weekly pivots just below us, and so often we do see these hit. I mean, we missed last week's, but this move that we've been seeing over this sort of since last week, midweek there, we've still got some potential for it to push on further from that, and I'm looking to see whether we'll still go to head up towards that ghost pivot as it is now, as it no longer exists. But coming back to the dailies, looking at the bigger picture, it may come up towards the daily 21, even daily 50, so still got some potential upside there. Coming down to a short time frame at the moment, the 60-minute time frame here, and a bit more of a retrace. May see us come back to that weekly pivot. 50 MAs sitting around about the same sort of level. The 60-minute 50 has been hit before there, but we'll see how that goes. But certainly I'm looking towards a continuation of what we saw last week there. Now we do know, and we see it regularly, a lot of chop in the mornings. We could just see exactly the same this morning, so we just need a bit of patience before looking to take that. If you're looking for the further upside, I mean, this 60-minute 200 provides a decent bit of resistance in the short term. If it gets there, if it hits that, it may react to that as well. So if you want to be looking for a more long-term move into a sort of more of a swinging position, just need to wait for that maybe to be broken. But alternatives are being long off the weekly pivot 50 MA point of view. If it gets there. So I mean, there is a potential short side, of course, back to that, but preference today really is to be trading in with this higher highs, high lows that we're seeing coming through from this move that started last week. Right, that's the euro. Let's have a look at the pound. Pound's following sort of suit. Struggled. It never really got moved a long way up on Thursday. Friday was an inside day on Thursday. It was a range, never really pushed up too far. We're just on the weekly pivot here now. Still got chance to push up against that 4-hourly 50, 60-minute 200 sitting up there, may become targets. I would like to have seen this correlated a little bit more, and it may still correlate with the euro. Of course, it could just take off this morning. I do wonder if it'll just split out there and retrace and then take off later if the euro does the same. So it's just maybe waiting, being a bit patient here this morning if you're not already in positions on the euro and the pound. Dollar yen. Well, choppy old picture we're sort of sitting in here. It's still got the potential for further downside. As I said, it's been a difficult pairing to trade because the money moving in and out of risk, and it's as it moves out of risk, it's been moving into the yen. So it's been rallying or retreating, I should say, strengthening against the dollar, pulling back against the dollar whenever that happens. And of course, it's a bit of a muddled old situation. It's almost going in reverse. When the pound and euro are moving up one way, it also is moving up at times, so quite difficult to trade at times. But it does look like it's got some more downside potential here at the moment, maybe back down towards that daily 200. Short term is just looking, the weekly pivot just above us. Maybe that will get pitched, and this is quite an important sort of zone of where we are here, and it's worth looking down these time frames. Is it going to just pitch into that and we'll continue running up? We'll see. It may have a bit more of a run through, as I'm looking for a bit more of a retrace back on the pound and the euro really. But at the moment they're both looking like they want to continue shoving upwards. But we'll see post 8 o'clock. Aussie dollar. Nice solid move here, pivot swing, follow through on Friday, and similar picture to the euro here. Again, I'd like to see the weekly pivot taps out the way. Nice little retracement would provide a possible buy area as well. Same sort of picture, and looking for continuation. We've seen the 4-hourly 50, the 60-minute 200 already hit. It's been hand railing it effectively on this 60-minute time frame. At some point we could see a decent shove up from that. As I said, I'd like to just see the weekly pivot. It's just down here where the 60-minute 50 is. Would like to have seen that tested, and may still see that. And finally, the Canadian dollar. So strengthened quite a lot on Friday there, and barely moving at the moment. A very tight range it's sitting in here. Weekly pivot is actually above, so again, I would like to see that tapped out the way, and it may provide a sell point along with that 4-hourly 50. There are 60-minute 200 of course is there. Got the 34 coming down quite steeply. There's plenty if it does get up there of points, plenty of confluence around this area, so maybe if it gets to that sort of zone, it could give an opportunity for the short side. So that's pretty much it there. That's a good picture across the markets. They're pretty well correlated, which I like, so we'll just be a bit patient this morning to see how they turn out. But I'm not going to be chasing. It's a Monday morning, they can be a bit bitty. I can see the pound it's been shoving up, and the euro's had its little shove up. Just maybe worth being a bit patient and waiting to see if they do pull back. If they just go, well, you could always put a tracer point in and add on a retrace. Okay, but I'm looking bullish on both of them. So that's pretty much it. No significant news out today. I'm just running through Aussie dollar at 11 p.m. UK time. There's the Reserve Bank of Australia Governor Lowe speaking. It always can create volatility when the governors speak. But that's it. Have a great one. Bye for now.